Hello, wonderful being. Welcome to Wheel of Wisdom, episode number 76. And I am Anisha. I am so happy to have you here. I would love to know who all are present here and whether you are a first timer or have you been here before in a previous life. So, are you joining us for the very first time or have you been here before? Because if you are joining for the very first time, then I'm going to explain how this live go and everything. Otherwise, we can just begin with the live. Hi, Lisa. So happy to see you here again. Thank you so much for coming back. And I'm glad that you could, catch on today's live. Okay, so I think I see some familiar faces here. Hi, Susie. Welcome. Good morning. I am glad to have you here. Thank you for joining. Okay, so me too, Lisa. Me too. Okay, so since the people present here seems to be familiar, then I'm going to just begin with the live. So, are you guys ready for the meditation for today? Type ready in the comments if you are. The meditation that we are going to do today is about, so we are doing this kind of body appreciation and healing kind of series. And we are, holding each part of our body in our awareness and expressing gratitude and offering healing. So that's what we have been doing on and off, like infrequently in these lives. And today we are going to offer some gratitude and yeah, and just be with a part of our body, which is abdomen. So our abdomen. And I can see Lisa and Susie are ready for the meditation. So we are going to begin. I am going to take a sip of water before we begin, and then, yeah, we can dive in. And until then, you can also find a quiet place or, yeah, just make yourself comfortable. Hmm. Begin by coming into a comfortable position. You can either sit, stand, or lie down, whatever your body needs right now. Allowing your spine to get just a little bit taller. Your head is in alignment with the spine, and your hands are resting in your lap, on your knees, or by the sides of your body. And as you settle into this posture, if you feel safe, allow your eyes to close completely, or alternatively, you can lower your gaze, looking downward to limit any form of visual distraction so that you can turn your awareness inward. So, as you arrive in your body, let your attention drop down into the space of your abdomen, this warm center of your body, the seat of digestion, transformation, power, and intuition. So, we are going on a journey to explore your abdomen, simply noticing each part and offering gratitude. So, gently bring awareness to your stomach, located just below your ribs on the left side. Noticing any sensations in this part, like gurgles, a sense of fullness, or perhaps some movement or stillness. As you connect with this part, allow a sense of gratitude to flowing into your stomach through my words. Thank you, dear stomach, for receiving, breaking down, and transforming food into energy, for rumbling, expanding, and signaling hunger and satiation, for working patiently even when I overfill or undercare. You are my wise teacher of when to take in and when to stop. So, thank you for digesting more than just my food, for holding emotions too. You are a sacred gate of nourishment and knowing. And now shift your attention to the right side, just below the ribs. This is home to your mighty liver, a quiet powerhouse, always at work. So letting the gratitude flow in. Thank you, my dear liver, for your endless purification, for transforming toxins into safety, for storing energy and nutrients for later, for helping my blood clot and my hormones to stay in balance. Now, shifting your awareness just below the liver. So, just below your liver is a small but powerful helper, which is your gallbladder. So, showering it with some gratitude. Thank you, my dear gallbladder, for storing bile juice with patience and for knowing just the right time to release it, helping me break down and digest the richness of life. Thank you for your quiet role in nourishment, small but essential. I see your contribution. And now bring your awareness to the center of your abdomen, tucked gently behind your stomach lies the pancreas, bringing a soft attention to their presence, noticing its presence. Thank you, dear pancreas, for balancing the sweetness in my blood, for your quiet service in every meal, for releasing insulin and enzymes with gentle precision, for being the quiet composer of my inner harmony. Now shifting your awareness to your kidneys, located on the either side of your spine, just beneath your ribs. So bringing your attention to both your kidneys in the mid to lower back, sensing the strength of your lower back and offering some gratitude to your kidneys. Thank you, my dear kidneys, for cleansing me day after day, for filtering every drop of my blood, for balancing salt and water, acid and base, for supporting my blood pressure and cleansing me with grace. Thank you, my kidneys, for sending away what I no longer need. Now bringing your attention to the center of your belly. This is the home of your intestines, the small one and the large one. So feeling into the depth and complexity of this part. And as you connect with them, offering some appreciation. Thank you, my dear intestines, for absorbing the essence of what I eat, for choosing what to keep and what to let go. And finally, for hosting my second brain, for giving me those gut feelings to keep me safe. And now, bringing your awareness lower, just behind the front of your pelvis. So, bringing your attention to your bladder, feeling it in the center of your lower abdomen, noticing, do you feel a sense of lightness or heaviness? Is it empty or full? So, bringing some appreciation to this part of your body. Thank you, my dear bladder. Thank you for storing what must wait until it's ready to be released, for stretching and softening, contracting and letting go, allowing me to release the toxins from my body. My dear bladder, you teach me about flow and timing, patience and release. And finally, coming to the last part, which is your pelvis. So, resting your attention in the pelvic bowl located low in the abdomen, where your reproductive organs rest, or simply where your roots begin. So, offering some gratitude. Thank you, my dear pelvis, for being the cradle of life, whether in creation or in potential, for supporting my bladder, my bowels, and my reproductive organs. Thank you for being my center of safety, roots, and regeneration. And now allowing your awareness to expand to encompass your whole abdomen all at once. This sacred space is rich with organs and wisdom, responding to stress, pleasure, and nourishment. So, taking a moment to silently say thank you. Thank you, my whole abdomen, for functioning every single day, even in discomfort or illness or in pain. I am sorry if I haven't taken care of you, if I haven't paid attention to you, but I am here now. I see you. I honor you and I thank you. Taking a moment to notice how your abdomen is responding to this loving presence. And whenever you are ready, take a deep breath in through your nose, carrying the gratitude with you, and exhaling through your mouth, letting go of this practice, but remembering to take care of your abdomen as you go about your day. Allow yourself to become aware of your whole body, feeling alive and letting it wake up by bringing small movements to your body. So, wiggling your toes and your fingers, and whenever you feel ready, opening your eyes, connecting back with the environment around you. Welcome back. Thank you, Lisa. I am happy to hear that the meditation resonated with you. Oh, okay. You seem to like, this kind of meditations. Then I am really glad to let you know that, yeah, we have recorded quite a few meditations like these. Um, and yeah, and I am, although I'm releasing the meditations from Wheel of Wisdom serial wise, but you can always access to them, access them through the replays, which are in the link tree in my profile. Okay. Yeah. Caroline says, love this. Thank you, Caroline. Thank you so much. I am glad that you felt a sense of, you know, whatever it is that you needed as you went about the meditation. And welcome. Caroline, is this your first time here today? And in case, anyone joined late, but you would like to check out the meditation, then you can do so by going to the replays in the link tree in my profile. Okay. Um, and I will mention it in detail wherever that is. But yeah, just a quick reminder that this is getting recorded and you can always access the replays. Susie says, that's what I needed. Oh, I love that. I am so very happy to hear that you got what you needed today, Susie. Thank you so much for sharing that with me. And this live isn't over. This was just one part of it. But yeah, I just want to let anyone know that if you enjoyed the meditation and if you would like to check out my other meditations, then you can do so by going to my profile, because I already have like 41 tracks, free tracks on my profile and 11 premium ones. And there are a lot more tracks that are going to come, like around 80 tracks are going to be released pretty soon. So yeah, you can, follow me to get notified about those tracks. Um, Lisa says, I have unfortunately missed your last couple of lives. I may have missed meditations like this one. It will be very nice if you do the same meditation for other lives. Thank you. Yeah, I am going to. Okay, what you can do, Lisa, is that you can message me in my group, which is Wonderful Beings, and I can share the numbers of those lives, and you can check the replays and do the meditations until, they get released on Insight Timer. Okay, and I hope that helps. And welcome to anyone who joined us, right now or later. I am happy to have you here. And I want to let you know that this meditations or the meditations at the start are just to help us open ourselves and to raise our vibrations so that now we can receive some higher wisdom. Lisa says, okay, I will. Thank you. You're welcome, Lisa. So, the next part is about fun and wisdom. So, both of the things, best things combined together. So, let me show you guys the wheel. Um, let's see. So, this is our wheel of wisdom for anyone who is joining us for the very first time. And this wheel contains name of 31 randomly selected books out of the many books that I've read in the past 8 years in my own journey of self transformation. And what we're going to do now is that we're going to spin this wheel, and this wheel or the universe, God, divine, source, consciousness, whatever you believe in, is going to choose a book for us to do a reading from today. And then we're going to add in some more fun, where I am going to ask you guys to choose a number. So yeah, we will go to that. But first, this wheel. So before I spin the wheel, I invite you guys to bring to your mind anything specific on which you would like to receive some wisdom. Any specific issue or a particular, area of your life in which you would like some direction or clarity or something like that. So bring that to the forefront of your mind. And if there is nothing specific, you can just set a simple intention that may I receive some general guidance for today. Okay. So let me know that you have thought of something by pressing the heart somewhere here or maybe below your comments. And then we can spin the wheel. Okay, so we have a heart, other people. Okay. So it seems like you guys have thought of something. So holding that in your mind, whatever you have thought of, and we're going to spin this wheel. Thank you, Lisa, for your kind donation. I so appreciate it, really. Um, your presence alone means a lot to me, Lisa, and this kind gift that you're offering me just make my day even more special. So thank you so much for sharing this abundance. And I hope that it just multiplies and comes back to you. Okay. So, yeah, the book, which is Ask and It Is Given. Lisa says you're very welcome. I so appreciate your support. It really helps me, continue doing all of these things that I love and continuing offering support to others as well. So thank you. Okay, so the book, which is Ask and It Is Given, and the subtitle of this book is Learning to Manifest Your Desires. And the book has been written by Esther and Jerry Hicks. Oh, I do love having you here, Lisa. That is so sweet. Okay, so let's see. And as far as I remember, this was kind of like a channeled book, The author connected with an entity named Abraham. Um, yeah, so that is what I'm remembering. It has been quite a time since I read these books. Since I said, it, I read it like, few years ago in the last past 8 years. Okay. So, what I'm going to do for this one is I usually ask you guys to choose a number but for this one, I don't have the real book. I might have deleted it, but I have the notes. So what I'm going to do for this one is that I am going to close my eyes, connect to my own intuition, and scroll through the pages of the book until I feel like, yeah, this is the section that I need to stop. This is something that all of us present here or who will be listening to the recording needs to hear right now. So that is what we're going to do with this one. And we're going to play with the numbers in the next one. Okay. So, may every single person listening to this see the light and the hope and the potential after they receive the messages from this book. Okay. Let's see what came up. Mhm. Okay, first some water, some hydration. You guys can too. Every time I drink some water, you guys can also. Cheers. Okay. Hmm. So let's see what came up. The author says, when you really, really want something and you are thinking about your desire and feeling pleasure from the thought, your thought vibration is now in alignment with your desire, and the current from your source is flowing through you towards your intended desire. Again, mm, hi Mila. Um, okay, I don't know the meaning of skibidis. I think, but yeah, Sigma is good one as far as I don't know. But yeah, I need some help, understanding your comment. But I'm happy to have you here. Okay, yeah, going back again. So when we are thinking about something, something that we desire, and it is generating feelings that are in alignment, that are in alignment with what we want. So if you want more happiness, more peace, and all of those things, we don't want things, right? We want the feelings that those things would generate for us. So when our thoughts create such a feeling, then our thought vibrations are matching, are in alignment with the things that we desire. Okay. And in that moment, what is happening is the current from your source is flowing through you towards your intended desire with no restriction or resistance. We call that allowing. But when you really, really want something and are feeling anger or fear or disappointment, that means you are focused upon the opposite of what you desire. And in doing so, you are introducing another non matching vibration to the mix. And the degree of negative emotion that you are now experiencing indicates the degree of your resistance to your receiving of your desire. Again, the degree of negative emotion that you are now experiencing indicates the degree of your resistance to receiving your desire. So, hmm, so that is why, uh, thank you, Lisa. I am glad that it clicked with you because we are often like, it's not that easy. I want something, but I don't get it. Or I ask for it, but it is not given to me as per the title. But what the author is suggesting is that our thoughts about that thing that we desire should be in alignment with the thing, with the feelings that that thing would generate. So if you want this particular, if you want a dream house, your dream job, your dream car, or whatever it is, and you're going to feel, grateful, you're going to feel happy, joyous, and all of those emotions once you get it, then your thoughts should be in alignment with that. And that's when that energy from the source will flow through you, through your thoughts, and will help you, So it would be a direct connection between this, between your current state and what you desire. Whereas if your thoughts are about are making you feel negative, like they are about how you lack all of those things, how you're feeling so disappointed that you didn't got what you desire, how you're feeling hopeless that you will never get it, and all of those emotions, then you are adding resistance to the mix. So it might have already automatically happened. That's why the author says, it as allowing. But now we add these negative emotions to the mix, and we are not, we are lowering our vibrations, whereas the things that we want are in the higher vibrations. So we are not in alignment with that. We are here, and those things are here somewhere, like, explaining. So, yeah, so it is not in alignment, and we are getting more and more far away from those things, and our emotions are focused on maybe unemployment, maybe homelessness, and whatever it is. So, our thoughts are focused on that, and we are in alignment with those things and not the ones that we want, really. So, yeah, that is, this book is more about, manifestation and subconscious and things like that. So, yeah. Lisa says our thoughts are like a barometer for whether we are allowing our desires or not. Exactly. Our thoughts are a tool for creation, and we need to decide what we are creating with our thoughts. Whether we are creating the world that we want, or whether we are creating, the kind of the world that we no longer want, but we are focused on it. So we are going to, um, there is this, saying that goes like, yeah, where your attention goes, your energy flows. So you're putting all of the energy in that, in what you don't want. So, so I hope that reading was helpful. I can see it was helpful for Lisa. And yeah, if it is helpful for anyone else, also you guys can share what is coming up for you. And if you don't want to type, you can always just press the heart to let me know. Okay. Yeah, because I understand sometimes people are doing other work as well while they're attending live. So yeah, heart is an easy one. And thank you for all the hearts. I see you and I so appreciate you. Okay, my dear lovely people. It's time for the next reading. So, would you guys like me to spin the wheel again and choose a different book, or would you like me to continue with the same book? Because if we are going to choose a different book, then we are going to play with the numbers and things like that. But if we're going to go with this one, then I'm going to tune into my intuition and choose another reading from the same book. So yeah, Lisa says same book. Susie says sorry. I'm so sorry. Yeah, Susie says spin. And anyone else? We need a tiebreaker, guys. Huh, I'm waiting for another vote. Then only we can decide where to go. So, okay, Lisa says, I'm happy to be present with you, Anisha. So am I, to have you here. Oh, and I appreciate you. Means a lot. Thank you so much. Same book, then spin. Alan also says same book. Welcome, Alan. I hope that you're enjoying the live. Okay, so we're going to go with the same book and then we are going to spin. Okay, so let's see. Hmm. Oh my goodness. I hope that you all feel wrapped in a warm blanket of love and that you feel valued and accepted just as you are after the next reading. Okay, let's see what wants to come through. Okay. Hmm. Give me a second to find the starting of this. Okay, I think this is the one. Hmm. So the author says, as you enthusiastically made the decision to come into this physical body and create in this way, you understood from your non physical vantage point that this physical world was not broken and it was not in need of repair, and you did not come forth to fix it. You saw this physical world as a creative environment in which you and everyone else could express yourself creatively. You did not come forth to try to get others to stop doing what they are doing and do something else. You came forth understanding the value in the contrast and the balance in the variety. Every physical being on your planet is your partner in co creation. And if you would accept that and appreciate the diversity of beliefs and desires, all of you would have more expansive, satisfying, and fulfilling experience. So when I read this, what is coming to my mind is is, taking that about the world or the physical world to ourselves. Like we are not here to fix ourselves in any way. Um, yeah, there is nothing wrong, nothing broken. Instead, we are here to create, to let, to express ourselves in whatever manner that you feel called to be yourself and yeah, to just create your own world, create your own expression, create your own mark on this world in a way, not in the fame kind of a way, but yeah, to express yourself, whatever it is within you that wants to come through. So it's not about fixing yourself or healing yourself because you're not broken, you are whole, you are not missing anything. You are not missing anything. I know it might not feel that way sometimes. I guess most of the times, when the times are hard, when you're having a hard day, a bad day, but you're not broken. And all you need to do is to just be and express. So, yeah, that is something that was coming for me. Susie says that was powerful to be yourself and accept others and not judge. Thank you for bringing that, accept others part as well. And yeah, here the author or the being is trying to, share about the whole world, like physical and non-physical. But was what was coming for me was like ourselves. So yeah, thank you for bringing and yeah, bringing food that accept others and not judge part as well, Susie. Alan says, thank you, very comforting. I am glad to hear that. I can see, I didn't like consciously plan this, but it seems like, yeah, the intention that was coming for me when I did this reading before I chose this reading randomly seems to be coming true. The acceptance and the comfort. I love it. Thank you guys for sharing that. You guys bring the aliveness to the space. So thank you. Holly says, thank you. A good reminder of compassion for self and others. Yeah, isn't it? Yeah, some people find it difficult to be compassionate to themselves, while other people find it difficult to be compassionate to others. But the circle of compassion is complete when we include both. Lisa says, what is the title of this book? Lisa, the title of this book is Ask and It Is Given. And I do mention like the titles and the readings and everything in my group, which is Wonderful Beings. So feel free to join it. I think you are in it as far as I remember. But yeah, so yeah, you can check that out there. Okay. Hmm. So there was another paragraph in this which says, do not, do not put those unwanted ingredients in your pie. So that is the heading. Do not put the unwanted ingredients in your pie. So imagine yourself as a chef in an extremely well stocked kitchen that contains every imaginable ingredient. Let us say that you have a clear idea of the culinary creation you desire, and you understand how to combine these easily accessible ingredients in order to fulfill your desire. And as you proceed, there are many ingredients that are not appropriate for your creation, so you do not utilize them. But you also feel no discomfort about their existence. You simply utilize the ingredients that will enhance your creation, and you leave the ingredients that are not appropriate for your creation out of your pie. Some of the ingredients in this well stocked kitchen are harmonious with your creation, and some of them are not. So, that remember, this is kind of like a metaphor for what was just mentioned. You're here to create, we're not here to fix. So, some of the ingredients are, you know, what was the word? Yeah, are appropriate, are harmonious for our creation, for what we are here to create. And some of the ingredients are not, but there are a lot of ingredients, and there is enough for every single one. Okay, coming back. Yeah. So, some of the ingredients in this well stocked kitchen are harmonious with your creation, and some of them are not. But even though adding some of these ingredients to your creation would absolutely ruin your pie, you do not feel the need to push against those ingredients or to ban them from the kitchen because you understand there is no reason for them to end up in your pie unless you put them in it. And since you are clear about which ones enhance your creation and which ones do not enhance it, you feel no concern. You feel no concern about the great variety of ingredients that exist. There is enough room for all the diverse thoughts and experiences from your non physical perspective of the enormous variety. Again, there is enough room for all the diverse thoughts and experiences from your non physical perspective of the enormous variety of experiences, beliefs, and desires that exist among the people of your world. You feel no need to omit or control some of them. You understood that there is room enough in this expansive universe for all manner of thought and experience. You had every intention of being deliberate about your own creative control of your own life experience and your own creations. So, like, there is a lot of diversity of the kind of experience that can have, the kind of beliefs that you can hold. But it is your choice ultimately to choose which ones you're going to put in to create something in this physical realm. Yeah. The variety did not frighten you, but instead inspire you. For you knew that you were each the creator of your own experience, and you understood that your exposure to the contrast would inspire specific directions within you, and that just because others may choose differently, it did not make you right and them wrong, or them right and you wrong. You understand the value of the diversity. Okay. So, yeah, I guess a lot of different perspective that a person can have about what we just read. And what is coming up for me is that there are a variety of the different kind of thoughts that we can have, since thoughts are one of the tools through which we create our own reality or the beliefs that we can hold. And we do not need to bother or censor every single one of them. We just need to focus on the ones that will help us create something that would fulfill us, something that resonates with us, aligns with us. We just need to focus on them instead of trying to, take everything else out. We focus on the things that we do want. We focus on those kind of thoughts, that are going to create that reality, going back to the first reading, that are going to create that reality. We are going to focus on the thoughts that make you feel the way, that is in alignment with the things that you want. And we can go and, work with that. So, hi, Silverback. Welcome. Welcome to the live. Nice to have you here. And if anyone feels resonated to the reading that we just did, or have something else is coming up for you, you can share in the comments. It's always lovely to read different perspective for the reading that comes through, because it's not that I am the source of wisdom or the book is the source of wisdom. Everything in this particular space is one. So, yeah, and we're just open to it to receive the wisdom from whichever direction it comes. Okay. And now, thank you for the hearts. And and if you are like finding this, and if you have found some value from this session, or you are enjoying the session, and if you would like to support me in continuing these lives, then you can do so by making a donation of whatever amount you know, that feels right for you. And there is always no pressure. It's, yeah, it's just an energy exchange. Okay. So now we're going to spin the wheel one last time and choose the last reading for today. Okay. So holding whatever it is that you would like to receive some guidance on, if it hasn't already been answered. And let's spin. Okay. So the book that came up, and this is, I think, the first time that this book has come up, and we have been doing this since January, and this is our 76th live. So let's see. So the book that came up for all of us today is Full Catastrophe Living: Using the Wisdom of Your Body and Mind to Face Stress, Pain, and Illness. And the book has been written by John Kabat-Zinn, who is the person that brought mindfulness to the West. So yeah, um, I'm excited for what wants to come through from this book. But before that, hydration. So if you also have some water, you guys can do so, drink some water, hydrate yourself. By the way, can you guys hear and see me fine? Because I haven't had a comment since like a few minutes. So I'm wondering, is my audio and video fine? Okay. Thank you, Susie. Yeah, thank you for the confirmation. Okay. Jesus is beautiful. Yeah. Wonderful. Thank you so much. Okay. Let's see. So, full catastrophe living. Huh. Interesting title, isn't it? So, in a moment from now, I am going to ask you guys to choose a numbers between certain numbers. And I don't want you guys to rush at all, because I'm not going to choose the top number or something like that. So, for anyone who is joining for the very first time, I am going to go through all the numbers that you guys mentioned and just choose a number that I feel called to, okay, based on my intuition. So we are both tuning into your intuition as well as mine. So give me a second to choose the numbers before we, you know, yeah, before we go into the fun part. Hmm. Okay. So I invite you guys to choose a number between 56 to 300. Here you go. Ah, thank you, Lisa. Thank you, Susie. Other people, would you like to also, chime in and give us a number? And if not, then that's okay as well. We can go with Lisa's and Susie's number. Ah, okay, let's see. Hi, good morning. Is it like Paris or Paris? Which one is it? The first one or second one or something else altogether? You can like share the phonetics of it. Mhm. And thank you for choosing a number. So pretty close, with Susie's number. Hmm. So I'm going to go through these numbers and see which one am I feeling called to. And I want to let you know that whoever number I choose is, it doesn't mean that that reading is just for that person. It is for every single one of you because you are here. So you are meant to receive that message. Okay, let's see. Okay, so the number that I am feeling called to is 93. And the number has been given by Paris or Paris or, however we can pronounce your name. So thank you so much for choosing that number for all of us. Margaret says, just joining. Sorry to have missed the beginning. What's going on? Hi, Margaret. Welcome. Happy to have you at any time. It seems like it's always the right time. So we were going to do the last reading for today. If you are new, um, so we are going to go do the last reading from the book, which is Full Catastrophe Living, and the book has been written by John Kabat-Zinn. So yeah, I hope that this was the right time for you and you get to receive the message that you really needed to hear. Okay, so let's see. So the number that have been chosen is 93. Hmm. Okay. So it is, yeah, so the heading for this one is The Power of Breathing, Your Unsuspected Ally in the Healing Process. So the author says, from the moment we are born to the moment we die, we breathe. the rhythm of our breathing varies considerably as a function of our activities and our feelings. So, meaning what we do and how we feel affect the way we breathe, it and vice versa as well. It quickens with the physical exertion or emotional upset, and it slows down during sleep or periods of relaxation. As an experiment, you might try to be aware of your breathing when you are excited, angry, surprised, and relaxed, and notice how it changes. Sometimes our breathing is very regular, and at other times it is irregular, even labored. We have some measures of conscious control over our breathing. If we choose to, we can hold our breath for a short while or voluntarily control the rate and depth at which we breathe. Hmm. Okay, so at this point, what is coming up for me is that to use our breath as an ally in the healing process, the simplest thing that you can do is to practice conscious breathing. So it doesn't involve you to change your breath in any manner. It just invites us to bring our attention to our breath and staying with it, meaning noticing how the breath, when you inhale, how the breath feels like, so being with it for the whole duration of the inhale and the whole duration of the exhale, and just doing that, just being with it. When you inhale and when you exhale, when you inhale and when you exhale. And that alone. So you're not changing your breath in any manner. You can, and there are techniques to do that. There are certain like breathing techniques, pranayama techniques, and stuff like that, which is also helpful. But the basic thing, if we don't even change it, just bringing awareness to it. When you continue doing this for, like 5 breaths or something, then you will start to notice that your body automatically calms down, because your mind is no longer focused on those thoughts that were leading you to feel anxious, scared, alone, angry, or whatever the emotion is. And another way, without again changing anything about your breath, is that what the author suggests, just start to bring your awareness to noticing your breath in different emotions. So notice, how do you breathe when you're angry? How do you breathe when you're frustrated? How do you breathe when you're feeling stuck? How do you breathe when you are, sad? So just bringing your awareness to it. And then once you have practiced this enough, so then, once your mood changes and your breath is going to change with it, then you would be more likely to notice that, okay, I'm breathing fast, because you would have developed this habit of tuning into your body and noticing your breath. So, this is a very simple practice to cultivate mindfulness, and as well as, just have a very beautiful side effect, which is relaxation. Susie says, I use my breath as an anchor for meditation, so I have been more aware of my breath throughout my day. Yeah, breath is a wonderful and a very common anchor, a very common object of meditation, as well as, a safe space for people. So if we are doing a very kind of like heavy meditation, in terms of maybe you're meeting your difficult emotions, then in that case, you can just, whenever you start to feel overwhelmed, you can bring your attention back to your breath and stay with it. And breath can also be just used as direct object of meditation, meaning you're using your breath to train a particular skill, whether it is concentration, whether it is mindfulness, whether it is some other skill. So yeah, breath can do wonders and it is free. You can use it anytime and anywhere, in any state because it is going to be there with you. It has been there since the start and it is going to be there until the end. So, steps. First, start noticing, start to bring your awareness to your breath as you go about your day. So, when this live is going to be over, I invite you to at least practice this for one day because because the real wisdom is not just the knowledge, the information part. Until and unless we apply it and we experience it, until and unless that point, you do these things, you won't understand it. You won't see the impact that it can have on your life. A very simple thing. So, first step, go about your life, and whenever you remember, just bring your attention to your breath and notice how you're breathing. No need to change it, no need to deepen it or slow it or whatever it is that you do. Just notice how it is right now. How is your breath right now? Can you notice it? Some of you might notice that you were holding your breath, that you weren't even breathing. Sometimes we hold our breath like this and we're doing about our day and we don't even realize that we're not breathing. And that is not good for your body because when you are breathing regularly and deeply and slowly, it signals your body that you're safe. When you are holding your breath, it is not it is not a very nice signal to give to your body. So in terms of that, it will keep you in the stress response state. Yeah, Susie has noticed, that she hold it often. Yeah, so that is what happens, or you might notice that you breathe in very fast or you breathe in very slow or different things for different people and different ways of breathing for different states. So as you go about your day, bring your awareness back to your breath. Notice how you're breathing in this moment. No need to change it. Then just stay with that breath for maybe three or maybe five breaths, whatever works for you. So stay with that breath for three breaths or five breaths. And as you're with the breath, just notice being with it for the whole duration of inhalation and the whole duration of exhalation. And you can do it anytime, whenever you remember. It would be better if you physically pause, but if you can't, you can still do it and no one will know what you're doing. So, if you can physically pause, bring your attention to your breath, notice how you're breathing, and then stay with that. Stay with it. If you're holding also, then notice, where you are holding that breath, noticing the tension of it. And if you're breathing, then just noticing the inhale and the exhale, and just doing this for like, I don't know, like three or five breaths, and then continuing your day. No change, nothing. Your breath is good enough as it is. You don't need to bring in any change. And those strategy about like, breathing techniques, those are helpful also. But here we are practicing mindfulness. So what the author is mentioning is mindfulness of breath. And if you need like additional guidance, then I do have like a free track available. In fact, I have like a whole challenge available in this. Okay, let me show you. In case you would like to have some guidance the first time, or maybe just use that it itself to come back in the day, taking breaks in between the day. And when you will do that, if you continue this for a week, you will notice the kind of change that happens after this. So I'm not going to mention it. I want you to experience it yourself. Okay, so yeah, I have like hmm. So the way to, access my track, which is free track on Insight Timer, is that when you go to my profile, okay, let me show you this. You can go to my profile on the home page only, which usually opens. Scroll all the way down, okay? Here, you will see mindfulness meditation challenge, okay? So in this, you will see like a track, which is mindfulness of breathing. So when you open it, you will see like a track. Yeah. So yeah, this is the track. It is like a longer one, but I also do have like a very short one. So you need to like, search for it. Or okay, I will put it in my group. Yeah, you don't need to search also. I will share that in my group, which is Wonderful Beings. Okay. So you can use that. And yeah, and with that, I think it's time to, end this live. Yeah, I'm going to like put my profile here in case you would like to check other stuff of mine. And I would like to add, if anyone is joining for the very first time, I do have like a few announcements to make, as well as a gift to all the women who joined this live and stayed till the end. Okay. So before we move on to the gift, a few announcements. The first one is that this whole live is getting recorded. So in case you would like to, watch the replay for like the meditation that we did, which was like appreciation and gratitude for our abdomen, or for like to know, to get to again listen to the readings and stuff, then you can watch the replay, which is here. Let me show you. You can go to my profile. Okay, go to the about section here and scroll all the way down, and you will see a link tree here. So when you will click on this link tree, you will see like, Wheel of Wisdom replay written there, which contains the whole playlist of all the lives in the series, Wheel of Wisdom Lives. And this is the 76th one. So yeah, it would look like this. So I created the whole playlist. So with a purpose in mind, which is to help you connect with your own intuition. So if you're going through something in your life and you would like to receive some guidance, and I'm not going live, then you can just open that playlist, choose a number between 1 to 76, and just watch that live, knowing that that message wanted to come through to you. So yeah, that is one way. Although it takes like 1 hour for this whole video to get uploaded, because it is like 1 hour 22 minutes up until now only. So yeah, it is going to take 1 hour for this to be uploaded on my channel. But but if you would like immediate access, then what you can do is that you can join my group, which is Wonderful Beans. Let me type the name here. Yeah, so you can either search for it on Insight Timer, or you can again go to my profile. Okay, scroll all the way down. By the way, this is the latest track that got released, I guess yesterday. The name of this track is Balance Your Throat Chakra for Clear and Authentic Communication. So, it contains like the chant, affirmations, visualizations, and different stuff to help you balance your throat chakra if it is blocked or overactive, so that you can express yourself clearly, listen, and speak whatever it is, speaking your truth, and everything. So you can check this out. It is actually a part of like this whole chakra series. This is about the heart chakra and the sacral chakra and the root chakra. So yeah, and these are the meditations. So just like we did one meditation at the start of this live, I do one meditation in each of these lives, and I have recorded around 85 meditations so far. And I'm releasing them, all of them one by one, as a free track on a site timer. So yeah, if you would like to, get notified about them, then you can, follow me, and you will receive a notification when every new track is released. And it is getting released once, like one track is getting released in 1 week, mostly on Wednesdays. So yeah, you can check them out. And all the, and especially, like, I am so happy to see that, all these chakra tracks have received 5 stars from every single one of the people who have listened to them. So yeah, I'm excited to, yeah, to share them with you, hoping that, yeah, they would benefit you in some manner. Okay. Yeah, so I was telling you about the group. So when you scroll all the way down, you will see the group Wonderful Beings here. It is my small community on Insight Timer. So what I do is that after each live, within 5 to 10 minutes, I post a summary of that live, including the type of meditation that we did, the name of the book that we read, and the reading itself, so that you don't miss out on anything, in case you miss a certain live. And I also like update if a new track is getting released or about the next live event. So yeah, if you want to stay updated, just interact, or yeah, to not miss out on anything, then you can join that group. I would be happy to have you there. And if not, then you can just simply follow me to get notified about the new tracks, or yeah, about the next live event and stuff like that. And I already have a lot of content on my profile if you are interested. Like, I have 41 free tracks, 11 premium tracks, and 7 courses on my profile. So you can, just check them out and pick up whatever you feel called to. Yeah. And in fact, I have like created this whole playlist for all these meditations that are getting released from the series. So it is like this Wheel of Wisdom meditations. So you can check them out. Okay. So now is the time for the gift. So the gift that I'm offering to all the women who attend my live and stay till the end is a complimentary session with me. So, if you would like to have a powerful conversation with me and, just receive the support and the guidance and whatever it is that I can offer, or whatever it is that you need, So, if you would like to spend like free, if you would like to take on this offer of free 1 hour coaching session with me, then you can do so by messaging me on Insight Timer, which is how you can do is that you can go to my profile. If you're already following me, you would see the follow button becomes a donate button, and you can click on the 3 dots. When you click on it, you will see message teacher option. So you can go here and message me that Anisha, I'm interested in that session. Thank you, Lisa, for recommending it to others and sharing your own experience. I feel so happy that you loved that session with me. And I'm so grateful that you're sharing it with others. So I hope that if anyone is interested, is going through something, then, feel free to reach out, feel free to message me, and we can schedule that session as soon as possible. So yeah, and if you're wondering whether to invest your time and energy in that session or not, then I can promise you one thing, that you're going to leave with at least one powerful insight from that session. Because that has happened with every single woman that I've worked with so far. So yeah, I can promise you that. Okay. So, yeah, I guess, that's it. If you enjoyed the session, if you found anything of value from the session, and if you would like to support me in doing these lives, putting in all the time and effort to come back day after day, or to offer, or the other, free offerings, like in the form of tracks or the complimentary session. So, yeah, if you would like to support my work and help me continue doing this, continue doing what I love, then you can do so by making a donation of whatever amount that you feel called to. No pressure at all. Yeah. And I hope to see each and every one of you in the next live, which is day after tomorrow. And I'm going to share that here so that you can RSVP and you don't miss out on it. So let's see. Yeah, it is at the same time, and I would love to see each and every one of you. Lisa says I will be there, and I will be waiting for you, Lisa. Okay, so thank you so much for your presence, for the lovely interaction, for sending all those beautiful hearts my way. And especially thank you, Lisa, for your support, for that kind gift of donation. I appreciate every single one of you who is here. I bow down to the divine within you all. Namaste. Bye. You're welcome, Susie. Bye.